Hello, good day, everybody. I welcome all of you for this in conversation session with Trupti Sayani. She has been on my mind for a very long time, and we just happened to connect over LinkedIn. And I just realized that we vibe really well. So this session is all about understanding each other and how we can help people who are in the healing field and give them more understanding as to what work we do. Welcome, Trupti. And I'm very excited to start off this session with a happy note. And Trupti, just let us all understand as to from where you come and how has your journey been to becoming a Ho'oponopono healer, a NLP practitioner, and how is it that you find your purpose in this?
Thank you so much, Dr. Kirthi, for connecting with me today. Yes, when we actually connected on LinkedIn, even I felt there's some instant connection, and we can take off from there. So thank you so much for this connection today.
My
Yes.
pleasure. Yeah, yeah.
So my journey as a Ho'oponopono healer and NLP coach had a lot of twists and turns, I should say. I'm from Chennai, based in Chennai, married and born and brought up in Bangalore. So I felt that there was a lot of this emotional and mental challenges that I've always been carrying, and because of my mother's death and because of my sister's death, which was also very traumatic. She passed away with cancer. I had a lot of these unresolved emotions and a lot of these negative thoughts, which I was holding back, and I did not know that I was holding it back in my head for such a long time. And it was resulting in because when we don't release it, there's a lot of frustration that builds up, and you bring it out on your kids, you bring it out on your husband, you bring it out on your own body. So I felt that it's very important that I learned to resolve all this, and that's when my journey towards NLP and Ho'oponopono started. And when I discovered these effective tools, I realized how it helped my journey. So I thought that I should really now help others also relieve these obstacles and achieve their own personal growth. So this is how this whole thing came about. So what
So
about you,
beautiful.
Dr. Kirti? How did you start your journey? Like, I'm interested to know that also.
My journey has been not less than a roller coaster. It's all about being inquisitive, being curious. So I started off being a homeopathic practitioner. The
Okay.
only reason I took up homeopathy is because it's unconventional. I had got a medical seat, but I said no to it. I wanted to do homeopathy for some reason because I was very interested in finding what's so effective in these small white globules.
Okay.
So that was a big risk which I took in my career, and then I thoroughly enjoyed it. During my course of homeopathy, I realized that there's so much more to just physical symptoms. There is a relation of your mind, how your body reacts, how your organs react, how your thought and emotions are affected. And that's the enrichment I got during my course. And after that, I took up psychotherapy. And then after that, I took up counseling. After that, I took up hypnotherapy. After that, I finished
Wow.
acupuncture. I finished acupuncture and then I did my coaching. And now, right now, I'm working with in collaboration with Shweta Vijay, who is
Okay.
actually working on this whole basis of psychosomatic illness, and she does a lot of healing and a lot of advancements in women's infertility. And she claims, I mean, in sense, the kind of format we are having, we claim to start off with no therapies for women to conceive. We're not going to put them on any treatment, we're not going to put them on any medicines, but make sure their conception rates are higher and more possible through healing.
Wow.
So that's something which was very, very interesting for me, and that's why I took on this journey of being a women's infertility expert and a mental well-being coach. So
Wow. Wow. That's
I'm
lovely. Very inspirational, especially for
thank
women out
you.
there. They
Yeah,
will definitely reach out to you.
I hope so because the whole painful process of IVF, IUI is, you
Yes.
know, you just listen to it and you feel like weeping. It's really painful.
Yes. Absolutely.
Why did I take this up is because conception is a holistic happening. You know, your body, your mind, your emotions, your physical well being, your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, your environment, everything is inclusive of creating a child. And anywhere you have any kind of imbalance, you will see that hitching in your child,
Yes.
you will
Yes.
see that kind of, khami bolte hain na, that kind of I can't say defect, but I can say that that's kind of an incomplete um, or an a defect. I probably have to use this word defect, but that's what you see when a child is born, and it's so important to have futuristic healthy children, futuristic more competitive, more mentally, more spiritually strong people, because
Yes.
that's what we are all working towards, healing and getting better individuals in future.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So well said. And it's so true, these holistic practices and all that. It's so important. And without
Yeah.
IVF and without medication, nothing like it.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to this journey. It's super, super duper exciting. And yeah, Tripti, how did you come to take Ho'oponopono and NLP? What is the similarity between these two, and how we can help women and, individuals empower themselves with this healing?
So, with both these processes, Ho'oponopono and NLP, it targets your health, your relationships, your career, and your money blocks. So, consciously and unconsciously, as you just said, Dr. Kirti, we are holding on to so much of negativity, so much of beliefs, and so much of limitations within ourselves. And it can go back to, maybe last week, last month, to our childhood. And Ho'oponopono also says even to our previous births, our karmic accounts, or our generational trauma. So we don't know from where all this is coming from, these emotional baggage which we are holding on to, which is creating chaos and a lot of stress and anxiety in all these four areas, like, like health and relationship, money and career. So because of which we're not leading the life that we want to, a fulfilling life. So Ho'oponopono and NLP work beautifully together. It's like, Ho'oponopono helps to clean up all your emotional baggage, all the negativity from your system and from your aura. And it's like cleaning your old cluttered room, like which is totally dusty. So it helps you clean all that. And NLP helps to rewire your brain, like the belief systems that we have, the habits and behaviors that we have. It helps us to reprogram all that and put in new programs, like like a computer. I can give an analogy of a computer, like it has that old software. And if you don't update it, it'll keep running in that old software, which is not going to help you in your life. So when we put in new software, you will, lead a better life, a fulfilling life, and you'll have new programs with the positivity and a lot of things that which help you lead a full much better life. And so I feel that when we do Ho'oponopono and when we do NLP together, it creates magic, it creates manifestations and miracles in our life. And that's what I believe in, and that's how this whole journey started with me. And I believe that when any individual comes to us and when we help them reprogram themselves, it gives them so much of confidence in their life. It gives them so much of strength that yes, I'm not going to be living from these old patterns, that I'm not good enough, or I've been having a this is the kind of relationship I'll have to tolerate all my life. So these are the belief systems that we clear, or money doesn't come easily to me. So these are the belief systems that we keep clearing for them, rewiring their brain, put in new beliefs. So it helps them lead a very fulfilling life. So yes, NLP and Ho'oponopono really can create magic in someone's life, and especially with an abusive relationship or a traumatic past. Within, we've seen patients within a few sessions, everything is clear, and which they've been holding on for years together. So this is very important, that let's release the past so that they can lead a fulfilling life.
That's very beautiful, Tripti, because
Yeah.
when I was taking up psychotherapy in my clinical practices, I realized that even to open up, people were finding it so difficult. They had contained
Yes.
themselves for such a long time, and these are the techniques which will actually help them untie their knots,
Yes.
untie their pain points, untie their pain areas. And it's such a beautiful relief, not just for the client but for us also, because how beautifully they come up with being who they are, that itself is so therapeutic.
Yes.
It's so encouraging, it's so enthusiastic, it's so motivating for us. So
Yeah. So
Uh,
what's your commitment, Dr. Kirti, that you require from the patient's perspective? Like, what do you see in your field?
the commitment from for me is first and foremost is the kind of trust you should have in process which we are trying to suggest, because I understand the market is very demanding. I understand the market is talking a hundred lots of things. It's trying to scare you. It's trying to make you feel insecure about your treatment, your body, yourself, your therapies, everything. But I need to make people feel assured that there is a healing that happens during this whole course of women's infertility, which I'm talking about, which I'm basically focused about. There's healing that happens from your past life healing is happening, ancestral healing is happening, healing of the inner child is happening, the healing of conscious, subconscious, emotional, physical, mental. There are 7 layers of healing which we actually make you go through. And when I say healing is not just chanting mantras or meditation, there is a lot of science behind it. A lot of people just say maybe it's just beliefs spooked up in air and things like that. No, it's not that. There is a lot of science which is involved in that. And I'm not just talking from the perspective of being psychosomatically or mind and body related. I'm also talking about science which is called as energy medicine. Okay, energy medicine is something that works at the quantum level. Now, when I'm talking about quantum level, there's a level of energy which is beyond the physical existence. Okay, when you cut any material or any substance into the finest and the smallest thing, it comes to a proton, electron, and a neutron. Now, when you break this, becomes the quantum. Okay, when you go beyond this, it becomes a quantum. So we're focusing on that energy, and that is something which is very mind blowing. We have instruments, we have scientific techniques which are approved universally and which are being used in this for this purpose exclusively. Not just women's infertility, we are also taking a lot of care into child's health. We're talking about men issues. We're talking about BP, sugar, lifestyle disorders. We're talking about sleep disorders. We're talking about gastric illnesses, how important your gut is. So this is the kind of technology we are using in all these illnesses. So that's my main focus. Now that you've got a little gist, you can definitely get back to me for more details. Yeah.
No,
So
that's really an incredible amount of work that you're doing and really going to the cellular level.
yeah.
And yes, so that makes a lot of difference. That is how holistic and healing really makes a lot of difference. So I'm sure,
Yeah.
you have so much of success rate in this.
I'm really grateful to God and the universe for providing me with this opportunity. This is something which has been
And
been
Dr. Kitty,
as
a
a
little louder, please, so
yeah.
that it. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So I'm really thankful for all the events which is happening in the universe to have confined me to come into this field, and I'm really eager to make a big difference for all these individuals who are looking for solutions beyond the medical conventional medical treatment in a holistic approach. Right. Having said that, Trupti, you just came across a statement saying that Ho'oponopono and NLP helps you break barriers and financial, blocks. How do
Yes.
you actually do that? Is there a particular technique or something?
Yes, Dr. Kirti, the thing is that when it comes to financial blocks, we have a lot of limiting beliefs in ourselves. Like we are actually holding a bag and saying, yes, we say so many affirmations. Like when you see people saying so many affirmations, like, yes, I'm a money magnet. Yes, money flows easily to me and all that. But the bag is closed. Like we're holding on to a bag, but the bag is closed. So we are not aligning ourselves to what we are saying because we are feeling inside we have holding on to these beliefs saying that money doesn't come easily to me. Money comes only to the richer. I'm not lucky with money. Or those who are rich get more richer, but I'm getting more poorer. Or I have to really struggle for that money to come to me. So these are the beliefs and the limitations that we hold within ourselves. And at the same time, we are saying positive affirmations that, yes, I'm a money magnet, money comes easily to me. So we're not aligning ourselves. What we feel and what we say is completely two different things. So what we do in Ho'oponopono is first we clear this energy, this negative energy that money is doesn't come easily. I'm struggling, and or the lack. I feel lack of money. I feel constraint of money. So these are the low vibrations that we are vibrating at the frequencies, and then with NLP we help to rewire the brain. We we help to change the belief system. And that also goes back, it might go back to the childhood where they've seen their parents talk about money in a certain way.
Hmm.
And that is the belief that they're holding on to right now. They might not be struggling the same way their parents would have struggled, but because all this is stuck in their mind, they're not able to release it, and they don't know from where it is coming from,
Right.
because it's a subconscious mind. We don't know
Yeah.
what patterns are stuck in our mind. So what we do is then we help them rewire all these beliefs, reprogram all these beliefs. And these are proper guided meditations, which we make them go through, and proper exercises and tools of NLP and Ho'oponopono, which we make them go through, so that all this comes, because there are parts of us which believe these things. So we go back to that part, and we accept that part, we love that part, and we tell that part, hey, you know what? Don't worry, I'm there for you. And we give those resources that no, this is what you believed, so now it is not like that anymore. And we heal that part and we get it back to the present, because these are things which are stuck in the past. So we slowly get them back to the present. We help them see a better future so that they lead a lovely life of abundance. And
I
then
was
when they say these affirmations, yes, money comes to me easily, then the alignment is right.
beautiful, Trupti, because I was just thinking about that word, abundance. You need to put a person into that, that zone of abundance, because there's a saying, na, ask and you shall receive. That
Okay.
that prayer is very, very, very true. You just have
Absolutely.
to ask. You just दिल खोल के पूछना चाहिए यार, मिल जाएगा तुमको.
Yes. See, that's what I believe. See, the air is free for everybody. The universe doesn't say that only certain number of people get the air and the other people not get air. Even money in abundance is the same. We believe so. But it is we who put these blocks. We who put these roadblocks and these limitations to ourselves, because of which money doesn't come to us easily. So I
Right.
feel everything is equal for everybody. It's just that the way we perceive it.
So rightly said, Trupti. This reminds me of one topic which I was very closely interested before I came into coaching, is that how you condition your a mother's feeling in the womb so that the child is near complete born. We're not trying to make perfect human beings, definitely, but you can make children who are aware,
Yes.
who are available for abundance, who are available for change, who are available for conditioning emotionally and towards strength, towards the positive vibes which is around. There will be a lot of negative positives, but the moment you start conditioning the child from within as a mother, you'll have fantastic results. You'll have great
Absolutely.
leaders coming up. So
Absolutely.
that's something which is very motivating, encouraging. जो
Yes.
करना है ना वो
Yes.
रहता है.
Yes.
That's real. It's so awesome.
Yes.
So
So
being
I
a
also,
mother, yeah, go on.
no,
Yeah.
no, please go on. Yeah. Being a,
So being a mother, I see a difference because my first son, I had a different mindset, and his upbringing is coming up in a different way. Second child, I made sure that I put a lot of positive emotions, meditation, some discipline, some emotional balance, and he's so much sorted.
yeah.
I see the difference. So I feel like अरे ऐसे ही 200 बच्चे 300 बच्चे हो जाएंगे तो क्या मस्त रहेगा. yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Uh, so yeah, right. Uh, Dhruti, can you just take us across some kind of misconceptions which are going around with Ho'oponopono and NLP? Did you come across any queries like that? People, having
Yes.
any kind of doubts? Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ho'oponopono or NLP or anything for that matter, I'm sure even you have come across this and you can also throw some light. I feel that if you doubt any kind of a process, it does not work. Like
True.
you doubt it, like, will it happen? Do you think it's going to happen? I tried so much, it did not happen. So when you have these doubts, I feel, it does not happen. And you
True.
have to trust the process 100%. You have to
Mm,
trust that universe 100%. That yes, today I want, like, for example, I'm sure if you come across these cases, like, yes, I'm going to get pregnant. I'm going to get
mm,
pregnant. I'm 100% going to get pregnant. But if you doubt it, it's not going to take off. And
true.
expectations that, that within 1 year, can I get pregnant? Okay, next 6 months.
Mm,
So these are the kind of expectations if you put, in whatever prayer or in healing process, I feel it does not take off. it's not instant results or instant gratification, like, because that is the world we are living in right now. It is you're planting a seed
True,
and you wait for that tree or that plant to grow. It
true.
takes its own process and you have to trust that it is going to grow. It's like law of gravitation. If everything falls, it's going to fall down. So when you
Mm,
trust the process that yes, this is going to happen, it will happen. So that is what I feel, that people don't trust it and they want instant results. And they have
oh,
expectations that immediately it should happen. I'm sure you've also come across some cases like this.
true, true, true. Because we've all been wired like that, no, Trupti?
Yes.
This is the time and this is the result. This is what you can expect. So it does happen at some times, at some cases, um, but again, it happens because you have put your complete trust in it. It doesn't happen out of the blue. So people, like very rightly said, the trust should be there, and that uh, mutual connect should be there. You need to believe in the in the process, and for people to come to that zone, that also requires healing. For
Yes,
people to trust.
absolutely. Yes. Yes, it's so well said, actually. Because trust also requires healing. So
Actually,
there
yeah.
is something blocking that also.
I know. So, so that's the kind of hitch I think both of us are going to face in our
Yes,
have been facing. For them to trust, also we need to heal them.
yes, yes.
So, yeah.
Right.
But having said that, I think we're all working on the same purpose, but we have taken a different road. Yeah,
Absolutely.
road routes are different, but our destination is the same.
Yes,
So,
yes,
having said that, the whole purpose of bringing a better generation or a better healthcare or better wellness is to make people aware and be more flexible, more acceptable, more trustworthy uh, of who they are, because a lot of them don't even know how dynamic they are as human beings, how potential, how potentially gifted they are by
yes,
default.
yes.
We're all gifted by default, but we just
Absolutely.
don't know,
Yes.
So yeah. So,
Mm.
is there anything else that you'd want to ask for? Trupti?
No, I guess, since we are on this journey as healers, the only message that I would like to give out is, yes, whoever comes to us, just trust the process, and the divinity above, because he has no thing like, okay, he has some favoritism or anything like that. He's equal to everybody. And the universe is always gives in abundance. And we just have to trust the process, trust the universe, that whatever we are going to receive is for our highest good and our deepest well-being. And I feel that when the universe can give in abundance, why are we closing ourselves? So let's open ourselves and let's receive it. That's all. That's a message I would like to give out to the viewers. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderfully said, Trupti, because when you were just saying this, what came to my mind is that, um, we are all being programmed by either our environment or by our, upbringing or by our restricted kind of a mindset. But beyond that, every religion, every individual, any part of the world you go, they're only talking about being happy. They're only talking about being one with the universe. They're only talking about living your life to the fullest, and that's the
Yes.
purpose of life. And when you go back, when you're like 80, 70, whatever, and then you think back, then you feel, oh, I should have done this, oh, I should have done that.
Yes.
That regret should not be there, because
Absolutely.
the more you're open to life, the more you're open to the universal energies, the more you're bound to grow. I think that's the whole purpose of either being a doctor or a healer, whatever. It's
Yes.
just getting people to understand this basic
Yes.
concept. Wonderful, Sriti. It was such a pleasure talking to you.
Yes, it
It's
was
just
a
like,
real pleasure for me also to connect with you today. And I really look forward to more such connections and more such webinars, so that, our message reaches out to more viewers.
that'll be a great joy from my end as well, Trupti. Thank you so much for giving your time and
Thank you.
your energy, your knowledge, your vibrance into this session. Always a pleasure. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.